There's already been so much coverage of Donald Trump's testimony in the New York civil fraud trial. Trump yelled at the judge, hurled insults at him, and called his decision a fraud. He called Letitia James a political hack. Trump was particularly furious after Judge Engoron interrupted his irrelevant tangent about his financial disclosure clause, something he called in the past his worthless clause, meaning it states that everything in the financial disclosure may well be worthless or basically misleading, and that banks shouldn't trust it. So the judge interrupted Trump and said, "We're not going to talk about your stupid disclaimer." He didn't really say stupid, but you know he was thinking it. So Judge Engoron had wrote in a previous filing that this so-called disclaimer fails to rise to the level of an enforceable disclaimer and does not say what the defense argues it says. Such a disclaimer, says the judge, cannot be used to insulate someone against bank fraud. So when the judge stopped him, Trump said, "You're wrong in your opinion." And he also said that Engoron had made a fraudulent decision. So during his time on the witness stand, Trump alternated apparently between yelling at New York Attorney General Letitia James, calling her a fraud, and then yelling at the judge. At one point he said to the judge, "It's a terrible thing you've done. You know nothing about me. You believe that political hack back there, Letitia James, and that's unfortunate." This is all Trump's political theater, though some folks think that Trump and his lawyers' legal strategy is to try to goad the judge into making a reversible error that could delay the trial proceedings or perhaps even unseat Judge Engoron from the case. As a strategy, that's a pretty awful one, and it shows that they've given up on trying to actually win the case, especially given most of it has already been decided, and what's left is deciding how much Trump pays. And talk about special treatment. After Trump had already been attacking the judge, Judge Engoron apparently looked at him there on the witness stand, looked him right in the eye and said, "You can't attack me." Now he's saying, you can attack me all you want, and it's not going to help you. But a judge telling a witness it's okay to attack him, the judge, that's a ridiculous amount of special treatment. But what I want to talk about is one key moment in which Trump admitted to one big thing that has everything to do with the outcome of this trial. So Trump was shown a 2012 financial document from Deutsche Bank by the state's attorney. And the state's attorney said, "The court officer is handing you PX 416. Let's go to page 6. Is that your signature?" Trump said, "Yes." State's attorney, page 105, the guarantee. "Did you sign it?" Trump replies, "Yes." State's attorney, "This says, in order to induce lending. You see that?" Trump replies again, "Yes." State's attorney, Little Roman 1, it says as of June 30th, 2011. Do you believe it was true and accurate? Trump answers, "Yeah, I do." This little thing, a seeming routine document shown to Trump on the stand, it's what this case is all about. Trump's outrageous behavior aside, it's a massive thing for Letitia James' case, which is trying to prove that Trump hugely overvalued his assets and his net worth in order to deceive banks and insurers. By signing the document and admitting to having signed the document, Trump then admits that the financial documents were created for the purpose of inducing lending, to get the bank to lend them money. Trump org, folks, is going away. Make no mistake, Trump's properties in New York, bye-bye. Trump had continued on the stand to try to throw this all back to his accountants. That ship has already sailed. And he said that he could have just put down any number he wanted, but the accountants were supposed to see to everything. The actual valuations, of course, were not carried out by the accountants. And New York Supreme Court Justice Arthur Engoron, let's remember, already decided that Trump and his two sons, Donald Jr. and Eric, committed fraud. Now, if his time on the stand was bad for Trump, well, Ivanka Trump is scheduled to testify on Wednesday, November 8th. That should be a rage-inducing time for Trump as his favorite child tries to wiggle out of any admission of her own while trying to not incriminate Daddy too much.